the wisest man who ever walked on earth could speak to you from the end of his life, he wouldn't tell you how to succeed, he would tell you how he failed. He had everything people chase. Power beyond kings. Wealth beyond imagination. Wisdom given directly by God. And he still lost the only thing that mattered. So listen carefully, because his story doesn't begin with failure. It begins with success. Solomon was the son of King David. People knew David as a legend, a warrior, a king who fought giants and won. But Solomon was not him. He did not build the kingdom. He inherited it. A throne already secured, enemies already defeated, a nation already established. But before he could rule, he had to survive. There were others. Men who believed the crown belonged to them. Men willing to kill for it. And early in his reign, Solomon made decisions history remembers quietly. Threats disappeared. Names vanished. And the kingdom became silent. Years passed. Then came the night that transformed a young king into something the world had never seen before. Because Solomon was about to receive something that could either save a kingdom or destroy the man holding it. While Solomon slept, God came to him. Not through a prophet like he once spoke to King David, not through signs in the heavens, not through the temple rituals or through meditations, but directly in his slumber. And he asked Solomon a question. Ask anything, and I shall give you. Think about that. No limits, no conditions, no impossible dream beyond reach. In that moment, Solomon could have asked for anything, and most kings would have. He could have asked for power, the kind that makes nations kneel. He could have asked for victory to erase every enemy before they ever became a threat. He could have asked for wealth beyond imagination, to become the most feared ruler alive. But that night, Solomon asked for something else, something no king before him had ever truly desired. He asked for wisdom. And that answer moved God. And for a moment, heaven was silent. Because the God who created power had just heard a king refuse it. In that moment, a young ruler became a legend. The very next day, as Solomon sat on the throne to address the gathering, two women stood before him. Two mothers wanting judgment. One child. Both claimed him. Both swore the same truth, that the child is theirs. Solomon watched them. Not their words, their eyes. One burned with urgency, the other with fear. But fear can lie, and urgency can deceive. And behind the cries before the throne lay a secret buried in the previous night. The two women lived under the same roof. Both had given birth to sons, only days apart. But during the night, one of the mothers rolled over onto her child in her sleep. By dawn, the baby was dead. And in the darkness, realizing her child was gone, the grieving mother crept beside the other woman, placed the dead child at her side, and carried away the living baby. A switch made in silence. A lie wrapped in grief. No witnesses, no evidence, only desperation and a room filled with silence. So Solomon gave a command to bring him an executioner. The room changed. The air tightened. "Cut it and give half to each," said Solomon. Then the truth revealed. One woman stepped forward and pleaded to stop. Her voice broke, not with anger, but with love, buried under fear. To give the other woman the child and not to kill. The other, she agreed to divide the child into two. And in that moment, the truth stood before everyone. Because real love would rather lose everything than watch what it loves die. Solomon pointed to the second woman.
She is the mother. Give her the child.
The room erupted, not because of the decision, but because of what it revealed. That day, people stopped seeing Solomon as just a king and started seeing him for who he truly was, the wisest man who ever walked the earth. But outside the Bible, another story followed his name, one so strange, it claimed even demons feared him. An ancient text tied to Solomon, called the Testament of Solomon, tells of a demon named Orneus, a spirit said to torment a young man, stealing his strength by sucking his thumb, night after night. No one could stop it, until Solomon intervened. The story says King Solomon prayed to God and Archangel Michael gave Solomon a ring, bearing divine authority. Jewish traditions associate this with the seal of Solomon. And when Solomon confronted the spirit with the ring, he questioned it, forced it to speak, forced it to obey into submission. But the stories grew stranger. Some claim Solomon questioned many spirits, learning their names and their weaknesses. Asmodeus, a manipulative force, whispering temptation into the hearts of men and kings. Beelzebul, a towering prince among spirits, and feared even among demons, a spirit of rebellion and influence. Onoskelus, a haunting spirit of temptation, beautiful in appearance, but deadly in intent, and many more. Was it history or just a myth? Whatever the truth, the story spread far beyond Israel, until one ruler heard of Solomon and came to see for themselves if any man could truly be this wise. If this video gave you something to think about, let me know with a like. Share your perspective in the comments, pass it along to someone who'd appreciate it, and subscribe to this channel for more videos.